Hello, everybody. This is Torrance Davis with Davis Daily. And today I'm reviewing the KC688 microphone. I'm actually doing this review using the microphone. I noticed earlier there was some distortion in a recording I did, so I'm just trying to, can't see anything on this thing. Hold on a second. Okay. So I'm just trying to make, the thing is, I'm not really hitting peak levels, but now you can't hear, yep, there it is. So I'm messing with the gain because I had a lot of distortion, a lot of clicking and popping. You notice how the microphone disappears unless I move around, but you can see it. Here's the thing about this microphone. It is a complete package. It's a turnkey solution if you want to start podcasting and you're like, oh, what kind of podcast mic do I get? Then I got to buy a boom for it and a pop filter. This is a complete solution. It's a turnkey solution. I don't know much about. They found me and they sent me this for review. So shout out to Fifine. I'm hoping pronouncing that right. Fifine. I think it's Fifine. Could be Fifine. But it's a pretty popular, affordable podcast microphone. And it gives you everything you need. So you got the boom, you got the shock mount, you got the pop filter, and the microphone. All in one package. And it's like, right now on Amazon, it's on sale. It's $63.99 for the whole package, okay? So this microphone, unlike a lot of microphones that are released right now, it comes with XLR and USB-C inputs. So you get the best of both worlds. You can hook this up to your computer and, do a podcast, and then you can take it in the studio and hook it up to an XLR connection and record an album. That's how flexible it is. And it's super light. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels like it's a mixture of like aluminum and maybe there's a couple of plastic parts in here, but it doesn't feel cheap at all. It's pretty cool. And I guess I'm going to say Fifine. I guess Fifine's been in the mic business for some time now, since I've only been using the same brand for over a decade now. I haven't even looked at other microphones, really. I mean, I think I did when I upgraded my current microphone, but so far so good. I mean, it's not going to have the dynamic range of some of your more expensive microphones, but again, this is a good starter microphone. Okay, it's got excellent hardware, excellent design. Everything is all in one. You got XLR. It's got a touch sensitive mute button, so you can mute your audio. I think it's got an 80 decibel signal to noise ratio, so that's pretty good. With the shock mount, you get anti-vibration design. It's got a headphone jack if you want to monitor your audio coming from the mic, gain and headphone volume connections on it. It's great. It's a great little microphone. I did notice on one of the you'll see the recording in a minute. I'm going to show you this little recording I did. What's up, everybody? This is Torrance Davis Daily. Right now, I'm testing out both the microphones. I originally did this and I did it wrong because this microphone, keep in mind, unlike my Samsung right here, which has different patterns. It has a figure 8 pattern, has an omni-directional, which goes all the way around it. The Fifine microphone, it can only pick up the sound from the front. So I was hanging it down like my Samsung, and it really wasn't picking up the audio from the sides. Keep that in mind. It's in the instructions. And I was wondering, when I played back the video I just did, I was wondering why the audio was so low on the Fifine. But now, I got to figure it out. So you have to be, it's front facing. So here's the thing about a microphone that's front. They don't call it front facing. They call it a front addressing, end addressing. So it's an end addressing dynamic microphone. Always keep the top of the mic facing the audio source. It is suggested that speak into the mic within 2 to 6 inches. Okay, so mouth mic, right? Whereas on my Samsung, my mouth is in front of the pop filter and it goes into the side of the mic. You don't have to be, it doesn't have to, it's all around, picks up sound all around. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So now I'm going to record this again. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. And then I'm going to switch to the Samsung G-Track Pro. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. That is the Samsung G-Track Pro. And I'm going to switch back to the Fifine K688CT. And then we'll be able to hear the difference of both of them. So now I'm on the Fifine. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. So now you can get a good difference between the two microphones. Now, mind you, the G-Shock that I got is definitely a more expensive microphone. It's more, I wouldn't call it high end. I'd call it middle range. So it really depends on what your needs are. But I'll tell you what, if I was buying a microphone and I was on a budget and wanted to start a podcast, this would be something I would look at. Now, mind you, my Samsung G-Track Pro, it's only $109. It's still a good solution. Comes with a desk mount, so you can sit it on the desk. But I had to buy the pop filter and the boom separately, so the prices goes up. Now the boom that everybody's using is the Rode boom. Every podcaster you see is using the Rode. Every podcaster, everywhere you go, if somebody's got a boom mic, they got the Rode boom mic. That Rode boom costs $129. So we're already up to what, $250 almost, basically $240 just for the boom and the mic. Again, the Fifine is a turnkey solution. What else can I tell you about it? I don't know else. They got a couple kits. They got a couple different colors. It is the K688CT. If you are looking to get into podcasting and you're on a budget, definitely take a look at this mic. They say the best operating range is 2 to 6 inches. I like to operate at 2 inches because I like things around me. Another thing about this mic is you could hook this up to your PlayStation 4 and your PlayStation 5. So if you want a different type of mic for communicating while you're gaming, it works, compatible with all the apps. Yeah, and it's lightweight. It's a lightweight mic. It's not super heavy, and that's about it. I mean, it's a great turnkey solution. It's a great starter mic if you're looking to get into the business and start podcasting.
Okay, real quick. I noticed that there was some popping and clicking with the microphone during my review of the videos I made. And I'm thinking it was an OBS issue because it's OBS, and who knows. It doesn't happen with my Samsung mic, but what I did was I patched the Fifine microphone directly into Adobe, and now I'm recording directly into Adobe with the Fifine mic so you could hear how clear it is. My levels are at like 80. my gain isn't up too high, so there's no reason why it should have been making those popping and clicking noises. So it's probably a driver issue or something like that. Who knows? But more than likely, it's an OBS issue. At least I'll find out in a couple seconds. Peace out.
Once again, shout out to Fifine for sponsoring this review. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace out. Thank you for watching Davis Daily.